Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to review the active trader setup on Thinkorswim that I've been using in 2021 to scalp option contracts. For most of last year, I was using the E-Trade Power Pro platform, and while it was great to day trade, a trade that lasts maybe 10 to 15 minutes, or even swing trade that lasts a few days, it was a little bit more difficult to scalp option contracts. I say this because there were a few more confirmation screens that I really would like, a few more screens asking me if I'm sure I want to place this order, and those few seconds can make a really big difference when you're scalping very volatile option contracts. So I'll show you my setup today. I also have a live trade example that I recorded yesterday on Roku using this active trader. So hopefully after watching today's video, you can see how I have it set up and you can copy it and potentially use it for scalping option contracts on your Thinkorswim. So before we jump into today's video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for some future videos, press the bell notification so you know every single time that I post on the channel. So if you're not familiar with Active Trader, it's a built-in feature on Thinkorswim that allows you to set up hotkeys or even hot buttons, being able to get in and out of these contracts or even stock in just one click. You can set up buttons that say buy bid, buy ask, bid, sell ask, or even have market orders. But obviously for option contracts, I never recommend to use market orders because of some of the slippage that you may experience. So this is a great feature for people that want to get in and out quickly of options or stocks. And in today's video, I'll show you guys how I've been using it to trade option contracts. So guys, real quick, I'm just going to show you how I have my setup here. Obviously, we're going to screen share and I'll show you how to do all this. But here is my charts. These are my 6 charts that I watch throughout the day. If I see something moving, like this is Penn National, I can go here, type in Penn, go to the options chain, and then use the links to quickly send that contract up to Active Trader and press buy bid, buy ask, or sell bid extremely quick to get in and out of these options. And then obviously on the top there, I have the Discord chat. So that's how I have my setup. Obviously, if you don't have these screens, it can be a little bit more different to set up. But let's go ahead and go screen share and I'll show you exactly how to set all this up. All right, guys, so we have Tesla pulled up here as a hypothetical trade. Let's go ahead and set up Active Trader. So first, what we need to do is we need to go over to all products and pull up the options chain. Instead of going over here and pressing all products, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna detach this screen so that we can have this pulled up with the charts at the same time. So we're gonna go over here to the top right, press detach, and what that's gonna do is it's actually going to pull up a options chain without having to look at it here on this screen. So we have that options chain. We're going to shrink it down so that we can look at it with the charts at the same time. We'll close this product depth, and now we're looking at that options chain that was right here, just in a separate little box. So we'll go back to the charts and we'll pull back up the all products tab. We'll pull back up the options chain. So now we have the options chain with Tesla, and it depends on your guys' screen situation, but let's go ahead and shrink this so that we can look at both of these at the same time. Now obviously for my screen setup, I have the options chain over here on the left side with the active trader. Depending on your screen, you can set this up how you like as well. But for example, we have the options chain pulled up here on Tesla in the top right. Let's go ahead and move it to the bottom right over here. Let's shrink it a little bit. And now what we want to do is we want to pull up Active Trader. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're actually going to detach another chart, go to the same thing to the top right here, press detach. We're going to detach that chart. We're going to shrink it down to be able to fit on our screen depending on how you guys have your screen set up. We'll shrink it down to this top right area, move it over here. And instead of looking at charts, we're actually going to pull up Active Trader. So Active Trader, get rid of the chart. And now you can see that right now it's only showing the Tesla. So you can buy market, sell market on Tesla. But down here, you can actually link an option contract to this Active Trader. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this little symbol link to red. Now when this symbol link is red, if you have that same thing that's red down here, these will both match. So let's say you wanted to trade the 870 call. What you would do is you would right click on it. You would go ahead and press send to, and you'd go to red. So now, right here you have the Tesla 870 call right there. And what you can do is you can watch the chart. You can press buy market, sell market, and you can watch the option chain all at the same time, being able to get in and out of these contracts extremely quick. Now, like I said before, I don't like buy market and sell market, so what you can do, you can actually go over to this little settings. You can get rid of buy market, you can remove that, sell market, remove that. And what I like to do, instead of buying market and selling market, you can actually buy the ask, so add that, and you can sell the bid. That means that you're getting into these a little bit quicker because you're buying what someone is wanting to sell at, and you're selling at what someone is willing to buy at. So you're getting in those really quickly. So we're actually going to move that up to the top here. Buy ask, sell bid. We're going to get rid of reverse. We'll get rid of flatten. We'll keep cancel. If you want to cancel your order, you can do it really quickly there. So now we have buy ask, sell bid. So if you scroll over this, you can see that if you want to buy ask, it'll buy you at the ask price. Instead of getting 10 contracts, you can actually change the amount of contracts here as well. So if we wanted to buy one Tesla 870 call right now, all we'd have to do is press buy. And if you wanted to do auto send, you can press that little check right there. And when you scroll over this, you can see that little cursor that says Control A and Control Alt B. So you can actually use your hotkeys. I can press Control A right now to get in this instantly, and Control Alt B to get out of it instantly. Now, if you wanted to save this setup, all you'd have to do is go to setup here. You would go ahead and press save workplace as, and you would save it how you do it. Now, for me, I have a few different saves, but the setup right here, that's the one that I press every single morning. It sets up everything for me. It sets up the 6 charts here. It sets up the options chain and the active trader on the left side. Perfect every single morning. That's all I press, and everything's back to how it was. So if that video was a little quick for you, just go ahead, pause the video, rewind the video. You can do all of this right here on Thinkorswim. Detach those windows, have active trader up here on the right, the options chain here on the right, and then the charts over here, being able to look at all of this at one time. Alright guys, so I actually have a live trade here set up for you. What we're looking at, I have it paused right here, but on the left side I have that active trader. It's already loaded with the Roku January 8th 365 call, and you can see that I have the buy ask, the sell bid set up, and this is where my quantity is going to go, how many contracts I want to take. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this. Now on the bottom here, you can see when this starts populating, that's when I get into my contract. As of right now, I'm already up 164 on the day on Roku, and it will continue to populate as I take my next trade. So I'm going to play this, and what you'll see is we're going to continue to move forward. I'm actually going to move this over to the right side. I'll fast forward it. So I have it moved over to the right side, and I'm looking at this chart right here in the top. So I'm going to pause it. Top right, I have Roku. That's where I'm watching. I have the NASDAQ pulled up on the left, Apple, and a few other stocks that I'm watching down here. But what you want to focus on is this Roku top right and this active trader box that I'm trading in. Obviously, for this situation is how I have it set up. This is not how I usually trade, but I wanted to be able to screen record this for you guys to see. So I have my button over the buy ask. Right there, I just pressed buy ask, and you can see the order come up, and I just got filled. So I'm in Roku right now on this bounce of the 9 EMA. I really like that little pullback, the bounce on the 9 EMA, and what I'm looking for here is a break of highs. So I'm holding the contract. You can see my profit loss down here. You can see my percentage loss, my current profit loss open. And then right here, you can see the bids and asks, and the ask size and the bid size. And right there, right here at 625, that is where I'm in. It has those 2 little arrows and that yellow highlight. That's showing what you are in these contracts at. So Roku is moving up here. It's moving up. I'm holding this contract down $11 right now. Just watching slowly, and I have right here where it has sell bid. That's all I'm going to have to press if I want to get out of these contracts and take my profit. So we have the break of highs right there. I'm getting ready to go ahead and move my cursor over to sell bid, and that's where I'll take my profits. Right now I'm up $119, and I'm just waiting to see. You can see my right there cursor moved over. It's an instant sell. Sell went in right there, and there I'm out for my profit, up $258 for the day. There's my profit. That's all I had to do was press one button to buy, one button to sell, and I'm able to get in and out of these contracts extremely quick. I'm actually looking right here to get into another contract as this is pushing even higher. I lowered my position to 1, and you can see the order went through, got filled right there. Right now I'm in that contract once again, just pressing one button, moving down the position size because I'm in a profitable situation. No reason to continue to add size. I go down to 1 contract, The contracts are currently selling at $7.31. So we're in this trade. I'm just watching Roku. I really like the strength. I like how it's continuing to break these highs. It's riding on this 9 EMA, and I wanted to get into this for one more scalp. One thing that you'll note is right here where it says net position. That's the amount of contracts you have. So I always know how many contracts I have and how many I have to buy or I have to sell if I want to get out of my position. So I'm in this contract. You can see my profit loss down here. You can see the percentage once again and the amount, and then that's your daily total. So we have that push on Roku. I'm looking for just another one small push to get a few more dollars out of this scalp, and then I'm going to call it a day. So you can see my cursor's over instant sell. I press it right there, and there we go. We get out of the position. So there we take another few dollars. Total on the day is $315, and that's my live trade example. That's how easy it can be to use this active trader on Thinkorswim to get in and out of these option contracts. All right, so I hope that review of my active trader of my Thinkorswim gives you a good example of how I'm using this to trade option contracts, to scalp these contracts, and be able to press just one button to buy and one button to sell. Once again, you want to buy on the ask and sell on the bid. You don't want to use market orders. If you're interested in getting instantly filled, you want to buy at what someone's willing to sell at, and you want to sell at what someone's willing to buy it at. Depending on your setup, obviously this is going to be a little bit different, but for me, I use the vertical monitors behind me to have the active trader and the options chain, and then I use the big screen here to have all my 6 charts open. So if I quickly want to look at something, let's say I want to get into Roku, I can go ahead, type in Roku on the options chain behind me, I can send it up to active trader, and then I can press one button to get into those option contracts. If you guys have any questions on active trader, make sure to put them down below in the comments. You can DM me on Instagram. You can send me messages in the comment. If you are part of the Discord chat, feel free to ask me there as well. If you want to join the Discord chat, it's going to be the first link in the description below. Post all my trades there. Help everyone out. There's 1,300 traders in there. We talk on a daily basis, talking about stocks that are moving, helping people learn options trading. Overall, a great community for people that are getting into options trading or people that are already experienced and want to trade with people every day. If this video was able to help you out, if you're able to set up active trader now, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for some more videos, press the bell notification. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope to see you in the video on Wednesday. Peace.